Warning, this video contains adult content and is not advising underage drinking. People under the age of 21 should not consume alcohol. This is just my opinion on types of alcohol and what I think. Like and subscribe.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode of Sip, Taste, Tell. I'm your host, Gary Waller, and this is Waller Life. In today's video, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite drinks, Cinnamon Whiskey. Now, you guys may already know about FireBall. Everybody usually does. Now, since its success, a lot of companies have come out with their own version of the cinnamon whiskey. And so today we are going to compare FireBall cinnamon liqueur with Jack Daniel's Fire Whiskey. Let's get into it. For starters, FireBall was considered a flavored liqueur by the Schnapps brand. It was originally created in 1980, and then it was purchased by another gentleman or another company in 1989. FireBall whiskey is a very successful liqueur. It's one of the most top successful spirits in the last few decades. In 2014 alone, it pulled in $1.9 million in revenue just in gas stations and convenience stores. The whiskey is a Canadian style whiskey that is then flavored with cinnamon, artificial flavoring, and sweeteners. The candy that is referred to is the atomic Fireball. Fireball is best served cold. That means that it was served best just like the Jägermeister, where it's kept in a freezer, or you can serve it on ice, which you guys already know. I like any of my drinks on ice, and a classy man always drinks out of a glass. And I want to shout out Sky Inc. Thank you so much. He was telling me a little bit of what I was doing to make sure that I get the best quality for the drink. So I have 2 separate glasses with 3 pieces of ice in each glass. So that way I'm not going to mix the whiskeys together or the residue from different whiskeys. So that way I get a specific taste for each one. Just out of the gate, most people like to drink FireBall with just a simple shot. You can also do a couple of different mixtures. They call them the F-bomb, so you can get a shot of cinnamon FireBall whiskey and a Red Bull. You can also get an apple pie bomb, which you take a shot of cinnamon FireBall whiskey and 4 ounces of Angry Orchard or half a pint of Angry Orchard, the apple cider, and you shoot it like that and it tastes just like cinnamon apple pie. It's actually quite delicious. And if somebody offers it to me, I'm definitely going to drink it. It's very good. So enough chatter, let's sip, taste, tell cinnamon FireBall whiskey.
Baby, I'm a FireBall.
Let's give it a smell. Oh yeah, that delicious, sweet smell of cinnamon. It smells like an atomic Fireball. Smells like the candy. I like cinnamon whiskey. I like FireBall. I don't particularly like the Jim Beam FireBall, so the Jim Beam Fire, but I've never tried the Jack Daniel's Fire, so we will get into that right after this. So let's sip, taste, tell. Very nice, very refreshing. There's a bit of a burn because of the cinnamon. That cinnamon is spicy and it kind of hits you hard. When you swallow it, you get this rush of cinnamon FireBall flavor in your mouth. It's really cool sensation because it tingles. It does taste great. You really can't taste whiskey. It's really just that overall cinnamon punch, like cinnamon fire. And then it's just nice and smooth. And it's alcohol. It doesn't really taste like alcohol. That's the good part. This thing tastes really sweet. It tastes delicious. It's liquid candy. So we'll finish this up. and we'll move on to the next one. Man, that's good. I like FireBall. Let me know if you guys like that too in the comment section below.
Baby, I'm a FireBall.
For those of you who were wondering, FireBall is a 66% proof, which is a 33% by volume. Jack Daniel's Fire. It came out in March of 2015, and it's probably due to the success of FireBall. It is blended with original Jack Daniel's No. 7 and a cinnamon liqueur. It is 70 proof and 35% by volume. Like in the FireBall history, it's some form of whiskey, so we know that Jack Daniel's is an American style whiskey, so I'm very curious as to a Canadian style whiskey mixed with cinnamon flavoring versus an American style whiskey mixed with cinnamon flavoring. So it's like Canada versus America, even though I love Canada too. But we will see, we will compare, and I will show my unbiasedness of both of these whiskeys, even though I like FireBall. I've never had Jack Daniel's Fire, but we shall see if I like it better. So there's not much information on Jack Daniel's Fire or Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. It's essentially Jack Daniel's No. 7 with cinnamon liqueur. It doesn't specify on their website whether or not what type of cinnamon liqueur. It could be Goldschlager, it could be FireBall, it doesn't specify or doesn't say exactly which cinnamon liqueur it is. But we're gonna sip, taste, tell, and we're gonna try it out. So let's crack open some Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. There's that different glass for you guys. Let's give it a smell. Right out of the gate, smells like Jack Daniel's No. 7. I do not smell cinnamon whiskey or cinnamon liqueur. Yeah, it smells like Jack Daniel's No. 7. This is very interesting that it doesn't smell like it. It doesn't even look like it has some kind of red tint to it. It looks very yellow, very clear. Let's sip, taste, tell. Very different, very different. It's like two different types of alcohol that are mixed together, but when they hit your mouth, they immediately separate. It's very bipolar. You get that initial cinnamon flavor, and then you taste Jack Daniel's on the way down, and it separates itself. It's very neat. It's not a overbearing sweetness like FireBall is. This is actually smooth in a way. Yeah, right at the tip you get that cinnamon flavor, and then when you swallow you get that Jack Daniel's burn that comes back around. But it's subtle. It's not something that if you're just sipping on you could tell the difference, but if you're looking for it you can kind of taste that cinnamon. I don't think it's as good as FireBall. I do like Jack Daniel's and I do like cinnamon liqueurs, but this is just a mixture that I think that they were trying to capitalize because they saw that another company was having a lot of success. And don't get me wrong, Jack Daniel's did a lot of successful things, but I think they were just copying and they were trying to go with the trend. Yeah, I'm gonna stick by my original guess or my original statement. I prefer FireBall over Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. I definitely prefer FireBall over Jim Beam Fire. That stuff is just, ugh, I don't know what they did over there, but it's horrible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sharing, liking, and subscribing to these channels in this video. I've got a bunch more videos for you guys to come out. please put some comments down below. I'm going to have all of the description and all of the information that I've researched on these two alcohols in the description below. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys again. And just to clarify one more time, I believe that FireBall Cinnamon Whiskey beats Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one. Go be awesome.